What's your name?
Point blank, my words.
Alright, so I'm in Kyoto. I'm working on the 48-hour film project with Kyoto VR, the company I met at TEDx Kyoto last weekend. They've gathered a crew of filmmakers, photographers, musicians, and programmers to make a submittable piece to the Osaka 48-hour film project. The reason I'm doing this is so that I can, A, meet people that are working in the field that I'd like to work in, B, because I'm a filmmaker, and this project is always challenging and exciting. I've done one in the past, and it was fun, to say the least. Outside of class is usually where I do the work that I'm most proud of. I'm really excited because everything I'm doing this weekend is new. So basically how the project works is that you get a category, a genre, you get a prop and a line that you have to incorporate into your short film. You have 48 hours to make your film and submit it. So far, we've gotten our topic, we've gathered our crew, and we're going to start working.
And so,
is he a monkey or a man?
The main character's monkey.
He's just a monkey.
He's a monkey.
All right.
He's a little monkey fisherman with a little headband.
The unique aspect of our group is that we're using Unity, a game creation engine, and virtual reality software to create a short film mixed with real-life footage. We're using 360-degree cameras to capture time lapses for transitions. So I'm learning how to use one of these little guys.
You got power, you got Wi-Fi, you got modes. So what you want to do is, you want to try and align the split with a doorway or something that's on a line.
Our director is also giving me his DSLR so I can shoot some B-roll with our team. We're going to head out down to Gion, the geisha district, to get some night footage. This is a Yi 4K action camera, GoPro competitor that I purchased before I came here so I could do like a little travel log for about $100 less than the best model. Fire! Now, the tricky thing about these little cameras is that with the 360-degree view and the time-lapse, you have to stay out of frame, which is everywhere. So you set it up and have someone babysit around the corner. During that time, I'm going around to get some B-roll footage, and hopefully no one messes with our shot. After multiple tries, we only got a few takes in. People were coming and nosing around on the cameras, and a couple times, actually, people moved it. So the rest of our team has to split. Some people are going home, but I'm here for the night, so really I'm ready to stay up. Hi. East Coast に住んでいます。Around 1:30 or 2 a.m., that was time to call it. We'd gone around to almost every shrine in a walking distance and trekked all over Geisha Town, so it was time to go home. I got to take my first solo taxi ride, so that was cool. And I reflected a bit about today. One of the main things I've noticed in Japan is the gender equality issues. This is a side rant not related to the story. I've been talking about these issues in my class recently, and the geisha district came up quite a bit, at least in my mind, and I just thought it was kind of odd, just the lifestyle that there is out here. It's not something that you see in everyday life. Just if you're interested, check that out. I just thought it was a very different lifestyle to experience. Almost this secret world. But back to the 48-hour film festival. Day one left me exhausted and hungry and in need of bed. I just hope they can use all of the footage that we took today.
Whatever the cost, I'm making sure that they, no matter the cost, I'm making sure that they, whatever the, I'm making sure that they want more. No matter the, I'm making sure that they want more.
Today, Alessandro and I are heading into town to pick up some B-roll footage for our film. So we're hopping on a train over to Arashiyama, and we're both really tired, but eager to work together today. He's He's been living and working in this area for a few years now, so he knows his way around. I love working with people in the film industry because they usually have good stories to tell.
I show up and I gotta sign a bunch of release forms, super secret, I can't say shit.
Right.
And then I'm reading down the thing and it was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be one of the first ACs on the Taylor Swift video.
No way.
And I was just like, what?
So most of the footage that we're gathering today is just going to be tied into our animation. We're combining real-world footage with an animated story. And like I said before, it's hard to explain, but basically all the shots we're getting today are just for atmosphere and segues, as well as a couple of time lapses, which is why we brought the thetas out. After visiting the bamboo forest, we split up a little bit, and I'm going to do some experimenting. I hope this works out. Now it's time to head up to Monkey Mountain in Arashiyama, where we're going to get some B-roll footage for our main character's family. After being up till 3 a.m. the night before, this was not an easy task. But of course, we were determined. We were running down the clock. You gotta get those shots, boy. But we're coming up on wild animal territory, so they've got some rules, things that I didn't really think about before coming here, but it makes sense. It says here, don't point your camera directly at them. So that's really all the goal was for today. Get as many shots as possible, and check out the monkeys' views. And after all the monkey business, we were heading back to base to drop off our footage. And by the time we got back, our programmers were well underway with the animation work. My duties for the day, however, are pretty much complete. So here we are on the final day. This is where I've been sleeping the past 2 nights. And now it's time for all the magic to happen. While these two review digital assets, I'm heading back here where I can help stitch together the footage that we captured yesterday. We'll be here most of the day. Eventually we get down to grind time. The studio space we're using still has an art exhibition going on, so we're working around visitors. And now it's time to start adding our animated footage to the real footage. But time is running out, so we're transferring all of our data in case we have to go mobile. We've been putting a lot of stress on our computers.
Crashed.
We have to send one of our men down to Osaka soon so that we have someone to turn in our submission.
You can't put everything on there?
Once our export is finished, we're going to send an electronic file to our guy down there so that he can download it, put it on a flash drive, and turn it in.
So in the Chrome page on the bottom right, it should tell you like the download.
With an antsy crew and tensions running high at the last couple of hours, we're worried that we're not going to make the cut. But we did, and with less than 1 minute to spare, we got word that our project was turned in.
We got a chin.
Alright, guys, you all did a fucking amazing job, and I can't fucking believe that we got it done, and it's actually going to be awesome.
It's gonna be dope. It's definitely
awesome, yeah.
awesome.
Anyway, thank you guys so much. Otsukare-sama.
Kanpai!
Just a second. Let's do that one more time. I want to get a little video.
Okay.
After that, I said my goodbyes and made my way home. I told them how appreciative I was to work on a project like this. Everything that I saw happen this weekend was something new, and that made me really excited. I was the youngest person on their team, so coming in I didn't really know what experience I could give to help. But I had a big part, and that made me feel really good about myself. But also that meant that I still had class on Monday and had to get back to the real world. Or at least my world.
Well, if you gon' leave, just show me where you